Yo, what is up everybody? Jumping here, and I am back with the Trespasser DLC for Dragon Age Inquisition. In our last episode, we were exploring these Elven runes, and now we're about to finish it. Let's go and interact with this thing, and we're actually about to get some crazy-ass lore in a second here. If you guys want to read this, go ahead and pause it. Ah, by hand.
This is Fen'Harel helping former slaves as a mortal, not a god.
He took great pains to renounce his supposed divinity.
Fen'Harel sounds like quite the rebel. The old elven gods must have simply loved that.
Well, maybe he was a rebel, and he wasn't a trickster. He was the rebel god. Naha, naha, naha. Okay, so this is going to be another one. If you guys want to read it, pause it. And here we go.
This claims the elven gods were just Evenuris, powerful, but completely mortal mages.
Was this the start of an uprising? Freed elven slaves against their former masters?
If that's true, Fen'Harel was teaching these freed slaves the truth about these false gods.
Alrighty, well, that is really major. Basically, all the elven gods were not gods. They were just very powerful mages. And this was back during a time where the elves were immortal. Now, they could be killed by, I don't know, being stabbed or murdered, but they wouldn't die of old age. So that is something to consider. And yeah, I can actually talk a little bit more about this, but let's go ahead and finish this part up here. Ah, damn it! Now, we're about to get a new power, and this power becomes ridiculous as you play through this DLC, but this first one I believe will make you invincible for a couple seconds, and it also will light the path, which is nice.
Are you alright?
No, shit, that hurt.
It felt like the anchor stung me.
Naha naha. Alright, so let's do this. And let's deal with this part right now. Uh-oh. Combat. Here we go. Eat my mines, bitches. And my throwing knives as well. Okay. Fucking Dorian, for whatever reason, is always getting freaking wrecked throughout this DLC. Okay, I can't move right now, but we're about to blast these fools. Naha naha. And that should stun the shit out of them. Let's throw our mines out, and this probably will finish them off. Look, Dorian got wrecked. I knew he would. He always does. I don't get it. Look, 17,000 damage off of Shadow Strike. That's crazy. And I think that's it. Okay, so. Oh, you know what? I think I know why Dorian is dying. Let me mess around with this real quick. I believe I have him set to not heal himself. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. So let's put it like that. And now he shouldn't die as much. He should heal himself when he needs to. Anyway, yes, so that's really major stuff right there about the Elven gods. Now, the first thing I should probably say that they don't talk about in this DLC, but it is true, is that there is no maker in this game. Now, Andraste was a real woman and she had magical powers and stuff, but she wasn't like sent by the maker, just like you're not sent by Andraste or anything like that. That's all made up. Crisphius kind of talks about that throughout the game, that he went into the Fade physically, and the Golden City was supposed to be golden, but it was actually a black city and it was empty. Now, there's a reason why it was empty, and I'll talk about that a little bit later, but this all connects to the Elven gods. And yeah, they were not gods, they were just very powerful mages, and they were rulers of the elves. That's really the best way to think of them. And Morgan actually says throughout the game that she thinks that that's what they were. Maybe just powerful rulers, and maybe Mythal was a queen, or maybe she was like the central ruler. I'm not exactly sure. And Solus actually says the same thing a little bit, where he says he thinks that they were just very powerful mages. And we all know that he is Fen'Harel, so he should know, you know? Anyway, now we can actually get some items, so we're going to go do that real quick. Actually, there's 2 items we can get, but I think I'm going to wait to get those until after I get done with this part. You have to use your power, and that actually does drain a little bit of your focus. So let's check this out. Yeah, buddy.
The Qunari were running when they died. Let's find where this battle began.
Okay, now the problem is I have to sit here and wait for that to come back, so let's hope my Inquisitor is not going to run through that and die. And if she does, it sucks. But we just got a really awesome belt. It's the Belt of Urgency. I actually should put that on. Although, I probably will not. What you have to do is, once you're at half health, you can actually get like a massive bonus to attack speed. And it's really, really good, but it's one of those things that I probably won't end up using or benefiting from, because it's kind of like a glass cannon thing. And now we have to wait for this bridge to raise up. But yeah, it's a very good belt, and there's actually another belt we're going to get here in a moment, which is going to be one of those fire belts that's going to make our fire powers do a lot more damage. And that's a belt I'm going to dupe, because I'm going to give it to Dorian as well as Vivian, because that belt is just ridiculous. Okay, let's actually run across here real quick. One thing I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about taking this sword off. As cool as it is, and it was so expensive and everything, I don't know. I just don't think I really want to use it, because my other one gives me a lot more critical hit attack and critical hit like chance, and this build I have on Cassandra right now is kind of designed around that. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Raw. Okay. Eat my minds, bitches. Okay, let's use our throwing blades. Shadow strike. Back up a little bit. Throw out our mines again. You always kind of want to back up with the mines slightly. You want to be close. Ooh, I'm almost dead. These enemies hit really freaking hard. Okay, in fact, I'm actually going to use one of these potions. Just because. Now, there's a massive area. Like, this entire area is huge, and you can explore it if you want. But when I explored it originally, I didn't really see anything too special. It was a lot of like herbs, and I don't know what happened right there, but whatever. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. Okay, we got our mines back to full power. See, it did it again, where my mines are like floating through the air. That's crazy, whatever. Eat that. In fact, let's just use our power, because these battles here are ridiculous, and I don't really care. Eat that. Oh, look, again, my mines are not working. I don't know what that is about, but whatever. Okay, we gotta take this fool out. He has so much armor. Dorian, heal yourself, fool. Ugh. I think it's the archers up top that's really messing me up here. They're doing massive damage. What the fuck, dude? Ugh. Okay, all this slow ammo is just destroying me right now. Eat that. Again, okay, the mines are fucking useless. That's something I have to come to terms with, that my mines won't work, and it's making this battle a lot harder, because if those mines were hitting properly, they would destroy these enemies, no problem. Okay, I'm gonna play as one of my mages instead. Fuck you, bitches. God damn. Okay, everybody's shield is good right now. Here, let's get in close and start using Spirit Blade. Finally, that thing's dead. Now, these stupid archers, man. I am so sick of them. Okay, now where the hell is this bastard? Can we break through this? I guess we can. Oh, that's funny. Okay, come here, bitch. Fucking die. Ah, that was a nightmare. And we literally just lost like all our potions. I don't think there's anything over here right now. There is going to be a belt or something we can get, but we're going to wait on that. I think it's coming up over here. Okay, a bunch of enemies. I'm going to go into stealth first. Alright, let's go. Eat that, bitches. There we go. Now the mines are working properly. And let's use this power. Boom, bitches. I get my focus back really quick on this build because I have... oh god, what's going on here? I can't move. Look at this. What's going on? Anyway, my focus comes back extremely quick on this build because I have that one thing that makes it so that every time I get a combo, I get more focus. That plays into this build so well because I get so many combos. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now these guys are probably the worst enemies in my opinion, just because they throw those spears and oh my god, they're just annoying as hell. Okay, let's take this guy out over there. Sucks that I have to climb up this ladder. Come on, climb up it. Get up there, let's mess him up. There you go. He keeps getting frozen, so that's kind of good. Fuck him up. Death blow. Couldn't see the damage on that, but trust me, it was probably a lot. Okay.
Why did those Qunari attack the Inquisition on sight?
Qunari never act without orders. A commander in the Qun must have given them.
Are you saying the entire Qunari nation wants us dead?
Well, at last the Inquisition and Tevinter have something in common.
Well, alrighty. Anyway, let's climb up here. I don't think there's anything up here. I just want to double check. And now we can go ahead and keep going forward. I think this is a puzzle. Actually, yes, this is a puzzle. All you got to do with this, and this actually, believe it or not, is a part of an achievement. You have to find 4 of these wolf statues. And this is the first one. You have to do it. And all you got to do is basically light the one that the wolf is looking at. So it's just this one right here. And now we can go press this button. And this will open this up for us. Yay. So we're just going to chill here and wait for that to open. And now let's come down here. And I think we're going to get another thing down here as well. So we get a little bit more lore and stuff. Which is cool. If you want to read it, pause it. Ah, goddamn.
Hidden weapons. These freed slaves actually fought back against the Evenuris posing as gods.
Interesting word, Evenuris. If all it means is mage leader, well, they were basically magisters.
Hey, that's a good way of looking at it, I think. Okay, so there's a chest in here. And this is an... Okay, let's use regen potions on them. In fact, I think I'm going to use regen potions on everybody. Just because on how ridiculous this fight can actually be. Alright, let's go. This is basically like a boss battle here. Alright, let's start with our mines. Eat that, bitches. Look, again! What is going on? Why are the mines glitching the fuck out? And I just got murdered, I think. Oh god, leave me alone. I think I just got stunned, honestly. I'm not sure. Okay, eat the mines. Hopefully it actually landed where I wanted it to land. Okay, let's use this power right here. Make us invincible for a second. Get off me. The rogues, man. The assassin ones are super annoying. Alright, yeah, you dead as fuck, motherfucker. Ugh, eat that. Okay, this guy's like half health, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and use Death Blow on him. And it didn't do much damage. Let's try it now. Oh, he's dead. And the battle's over. Nah, nah, nah.
Let's look for anything that explains why the Qunari came here before we go.
Yo, this axe is really ridiculous. The DPS on it is insane. But look at the critical hit chance. And it has a little bit of critical hit bonus. And on top of it, it has enhanced basic attacks where you'll go leaping forward at an enemy. I think I'm going to have to give that to Cassandra and try that out. Oh, if you guys want to read it, go ahead.
This letter says the Qunari came to these ruins because the Alluvians connect to Halam Shiral.
A staging ground for an invasion?
It was some sort of infiltration. There's no more details.
I cannot even tell you how good it is to be in armor again instead of fancy vestments.
There's no reason you couldn't sit on the Sunburst throne in armor, your perfection.
You don't think that would be too intimidating?
There's no such thing, my dear. Just be sure it's a good suit of armor.
Nah, nah. Okay, once again, you guys should know by now. If you want to read it, pause it. And let's listen to this.
You know, darling, this place gives me an idea for redoing the small summer breakfast room at Chateau Ghislaine.
You have a different breakfast room for every season.
A century ago, it was in fashion to have a different room for every meal and every day of the week. When that fad ended, the Dukes of Ghislaine converted most of the rooms to closets. Storage is timeless.
Well, damn. And I think this is what we needed right here.
A note about an unknown intruder coming through an alluvian. They turned spirits against us, then fled.
A mage? They must have fought their way out, then let the spirits finish off the Qunari.
Two parties then. The Qunari, and a mystery agent determined to stop them.
Naha Naha. I wonder who
Come
that
on.
could be.
We have to warn people about the
powerful
Qunari's
mage,
designs on the
huh?
Winter Palace.
Okay, so let's open this up, and now we can actually go get these other items I was talking about. There's one right in this area, and then earlier in the last episode, I was showing how there was like a little secret where you can break some boxes. We're gonna go get that one as well. Okay, so let's first start with this one. And remember, we have to use our power. And I can't tell you, the first time I did this, I actually died. Well, at least I lost all my health multiple times by accidentally running through those, or just running through those, trying to figure out how to get across without knowing about the power. It was a nightmare. Okay, so now we're gonna run over here, and I think this is already broken. Yes, it is. So now we can just go on through here, and we will go back to the Inquisitor. Oh fuck. Yeah, it was still in cooldown. So if you're actually gonna sit there and wait, it takes fucking forever. And there it is. This is the belt I really wanted, so I can give it to Vivian and Dorian. Alright, let's go on through again. And now we can basically just leave. I think it's gonna cut us to back, or at least they're gonna bring us right back to the Winter Palace. We don't actually have to run back, which is kind of nice. Yeah, buddy.
One dead Qunari was bad enough. Now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes no sense. The Qunari may not be friendly to the Inquisition, but they have no reason to attack us.
They also have no reason to be here, or using Eluvians at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now.
It appears the relative peace and quiet of the last 2 years is coming to an end.
First the Blight, then Mages and Templars, then Corypheus, and now this. Can't we go 10 years without the world falling to pieces?
We must ensure that the Qunari do not disrupt the negotiations. The Exalted Council is in a very delicate state.
I'm certain you can soothe the nobles' ruffled feathers while we solve the real problem.
Not when the Inquisitor insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks. Our only advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in goal and grievance. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything.
Be that as it may, the Qunari must be our top priority. We can worry about the politics later.
My apologies. I will attend to the Exalted Council.
And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Qunari are doing and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard.
Alrighty, well, that's pretty much that. And now we need to go back and do more investigations, but before we do that, we can actually mess around here a little bit. I'm pretty sure we can talk to people, but I think you can only talk to them one more time and get more information out of them. And after that, I don't think you can actually talk to the people again. So let's actually start with Varric. What's up, brah?
Everything going all right so far?
Okay, so basically we can just ask him a whole bunch of questions.
Any word from Hawk?
I got a message from, well, best not to name an entire chain of smuggling syndicates in polite company. Anyway, Weishaupt is apparently the special kind of mess that only appears when Hawk shows up. I'm not entirely sure how it'll all play out, but my money's on Hawk walking away from the Warden's fortress as it explodes.
I don't understand how you just become a Viscount.
When the ruler of a Marcher state dies and there's no heir, the nobles of the city pick a new ruler. Only none of Kirkwall's nobles actually want the throne. Most of them think it's cursed, actually. They can't leave it empty, though, or some other state like Starkhaven or Ansburg will probably invade. I complained about the empty office when it interfered with my reconstruction efforts. They took that as volunteering.
I'm surprised no one from the Council of Heralds wants your autograph.
You just missed them. Duke Cyril keeps asking me for spoilers for my next book.
So, Bran used to be Viscount, and now he just follows you around?
Provisional Viscount.
Pretty much.
With a permanent appointee, finally, in the Viscount's office, I am free to return to my post as Seneschal.
He means my true calling is arrogantly telling people they can't talk to the Viscount. He's good at it, too.
We'll talk more another time.
I'll be here if you need me.
Actually, I don't think we will talk more because I'm pretty confident you can't actually talk to them anymore. Okay, well now we can actually start collecting these little hidden treasures. This is another one of the side quests, and the first one is right here. Well, technically, the first one is in the mirror, or the crossroads, and then that will start this here. Let's go and talk to Blackball real quick. The lady that sings actually drives me insane here. I don't know why.
I've been meaning to ask. Solus hasn't come back. Sent word? Anything?
I've heard nothing. He's gone.
Ah. I'm sorry.
What do you think's going to happen at the Exalted Council?
Maker, I have no idea. Politics always makes my head spin. The Inquisition shouldn't have to give in whenever some prissy noble gets their knickers wedged somewhere.
You're more comfortable being called by your real name now?
Comfortable? Not quite yet. I didn't want to be Rainier for such a long time. To be quite frank, he was an ass. But I've changed. And reclaiming my name has allowed me to reconnect with people I haven't seen in years. Family. It wouldn't have happened without you.
It's nice to have everyone back in the same place again.
I have to admit I missed it. What does it mean when we need a huge diplomatic talk or the world ending just to bring us together? I got the chance to have a few drinks with Sarah. Miss that girl. It's still a little awkward talking to Cassandra. But the commander appears to have forgiven me. Finally.
Until later.
Take care.
Well, alrighty. Now, let me think. I do want to duplicate that belt as well, so that is something I'm probably going to go do like real quick. And I'll show you about duplication if you don't really know about it. It's super simple. You gotta be a little bit careful on the PlayStation though, it can crash your game. So we're going to go to accessories, and it should be at the top because it is one of the belts. And then all you gotta do is you press X and circle at the same time, or A and B at the same time on Xbox. And I normally just use my index finger and middle finger at the exact same time. You could use your thumb too, but like I said, I normally just do it like this. And there we go. Now we should have 2 of them in our inventory and 1 more in our storage. Let's go talk to Cassandra real quick. What's up?
How did Varric, of all people, become the Viscount of Kirkwall? A mystery for the ages.
I know, right?
I hear you've been rebuilding the Seekers.
Slowly, but yes. I managed to find a few of my former comrades who'd scattered to the winds. Some of them were unsuitable, and I did not ask them to return. Others felt as I did, once they read the Lord Seeker's tome. We've since recruited a few candidates who are going through training now, with full disclosure. What comes after this, I cannot be certain. I am making it up as I go along.
I'm sure you'll be fine, Cassandra.
It's much to handle on top of my duties as divine. We shall see.
So, you've been quite busy?
Ugh.
That bad?
Being divine is like trying to herd a field of cats into a lake for a much-needed bath. Even so, I would be pleased with my progress were it not for all the attendants picking over me constantly. And the hat! Needless to say, I'm more than happy for this diversion.
What do you think of the Exalted Council?
They are frightened of your power, and there is no longer a hole in the sky to remind them that it was needed.
They might be right.
Do not say that near them unless you want to give them the scent of blood. Even so, I would wait and see where this leads. Calmer heads may yet prevail.
When has that ever been the case?
I'm an optimist. Just ask Varric.
I'll see you later.
Farewell.
Alrighty, well, let's go and talk to Iron Bull and Sarah, and Cole, I guess. Fucking Christ. We'll start with Cole since he's right out here. What's up? I couldn't talk to him.
The spirits have fled, flying, fluttering, fast to the farthest fade. They're afraid of the veil tearing again.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can't talk to him for real. He will just say stupid shit like that.
Hello, and shh. I'm trying to figure out why everyone is acting so weird. I mean, besides because Qunari assassins and everything. You see it, right? There's something going with the elf servants. Makes sense after that ruin, right?
When you start going on about elves, it's hard to tell if it's about them or you.
Yes, you're ever so clever. Arse. Point is, the servants have no complaints. No asking for a Jenny. They serve this lot, but don't want them done for anything.
So, the nobles are nice, and the servants are happy?
Two things that have never been true. Mark that I said it. We're fighting Qunari, but something else is on the up.
I suppose you've a lot to say about that elven ruin. About the creators.
They're not even demons, just big magey knobs punching down. And yes, the shits who use them to make me feel broken can still eat it. But always waiting for that fight is way too much work. It's like doing half the hurt for them. Maybe we're old now, but I'm tired of it. I'd rather worry about people I care about. Like you. Are you alright with it? The creators?
I don't think I am, Sarah.
I don't know words that fix things, but you have friends. We're real. Please remember that.
It's been a couple of years. How's everything sitting with you?
It's weird meeting back up and seeing everyone get their grey. First time I've been anywhere long enough to get fond of things. Cassandra is staying herself, so far. Hopefully. She needs someone to watch out for her, so I kind of do. And all for Andraste, I suppose. It still rings right, but the way people used to go on about it, I thought there'd be more trumpets.
We'll talk later.
Oh, an Inquisitor? Feels weird, but I'm sorry Solus never came back. Well, no, I'm not, but I'm sorry he left you. For what it's worth, anyway. Not much, I suppose, but there you go.
Oh, well, thank you, Sarah. I appreciated that, bastard.
So, you and the bard. You know most bards are spies, right?
You were a spy, Chief.
Look, I just don't want you to get burned.
Don't say it.
Because then you'd be creme brulee. Creme brulee.
Nah.
Creme, I understand you and Meriden are seeing each other.
Yes, Your Worship. I mean, we've just started, so...
Oh, come on. Get in there, show her what you can do.
Listen, Chief, there's this thing you may not have learned growing up Qunari and all.
Hey, I'm great at foreplay.
That's good to know, Bull.
I didn't mean foreplay, I meant courtship.
Oh, well, that's a waste of time. You two are good though, right? You need me to talk to her about... things?
No! No. Thanks, though. We're good.
The Chargers have been with the Inquisition for a while now. Is everyone still happy?
No complaints, Your Worship. The Inquisition's been good to us. We'd disband and join the Inquisition officially, but the Chief gets this sad dog look when we suggest it.
The loyalty is touching, Creme.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss.
You know, I think there was another thing I could ask him.
Wish I hadn't burned all my contacts with the Ben Hastrath. Be nice to have some idea what they're doing right now.
Yeah, but then you'd be on their side, Chief.
Yes, but I'd know things. I like knowing things.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss.
Oh man, I might have messed up. I think I could have asked him something about the Qunari, since you would think that he would kind of know, but because he cut off ties, I guess he doesn't know. Like I said, there is a pretty major thing with the story depending on what you chose for him, but I'm not going to talk about it quite yet. What's up, bro?
Was there something you needed?
Do you remember the first time we came to the Winter Palace?
All too well. I've already answered a half-dozen questions about my personal life. The reason we're here is because we made a difference. That's worth enduring the political small talk.
Is there anything I should know?
We were permitted soldiers here, but our every move is watched. Some things never change.
Is there any news from Ferelden? How is your family?
My sister Mia keeps me informed. As I understand, she's training my nephew to best me at chess.
All good news, then.
Not all, but most of it is, and that's good enough.
I should go.
Inquisitor?
Oh my god, that is such a BioWare thing. I should go. Anyway, let's go over to Liliana. We'll talk to her real quick. Basically, I'm going to talk to everybody just to get it out the way. And then our next episode, we will continue with the DLC. I don't even know what this is. Probably a really long note. Alright, what's up?
Inquisitor, is there something I can help with?
Tell me about your nugs. Did you get any new ones?
Oh yes! A litter was born just a month ago. We are weaning them right now. If you are hoping for one, I'm afraid they're already spoken for.
Your nug breeding sounds like more than just a hobby now.
It has certainly expanded. And who knows, if the Inquisition ends, there are worse things to do with my time. I find being with the little ones soothing.
Have you met with Cassandra since her return?
Oh yes, she's quite relieved to be out of the robes and back in the armor. I just hope she doesn't forget everything she's learned as divine. It took 2 years before she stopped hiding a sword under her vestments.
Have your agents any news I should hear about?
Are you hoping for word on Solus? I'm sorry, Inquisitor. I'm afraid I have nothing, just rumors of sightings that cannot be verified. He's familiar with my methods and seems always one step ahead of me. It is tiring.
Perhaps later, Liliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
Well, alrighty, that sucks about Solus. I miss him so much. Alright, let's go talk to Vivian real quick. Hey, what's going on?
Darling, what can I do for you? I wanted your opinion of how Divine Victoria is working out.
Cassandra is handling her office as admirably as I expected. History will remember Victoria as a truly great divine.
How are things for the Circle of Magi?
The Circle is recovering. So much was lost during the rebellion. Lives, most of all. So many experienced teachers gone. But I have hope. And determination. Which is better.
We'll talk another time.
Oh shit, I just remembered something. I think I missed one of the hidden treasures. It's right in the central fountain. In fact, the first one is on the western side of the map, and I already grabbed it. The second one is in the central side of the map. The next one's going to be over here on the eastern side, and the final one's going to be kind of by Josephine, but on the opposite side of Josephine. I'll show you guys, so don't worry about that. Let's talk to Dorian real quick. What's up, bro?
Quite the party, wasn't it? I hear it left the Orlesians and Fereldans completely aghast. Andraste's herald, the Inquisitor, toasting a Tevinter Magister. Not a bad scandal to leave on.
What is this ambassadorship about, exactly?
I believe my father set it up, but the Imperium certainly didn't object. They'd love for the Inquisition to fall apart, so they're happy if it seems they consider this council a waste of time.
That makes no sense.
No? If Dread Tevinter actually pushed for the Inquisition's end, everyone else would disagree on principle. So they send a nobody pariah and hope for the best. Makes perfect sense to me.
What did you do in Tevinter while you were away?
I went home. Twice. Father was only there once. Mother was drunk both times. I also went to Carinus to see my good friend Maeveris. Then I settled some of Alexis's affairs. That wasn't fun.
Any thoughts about the Exalted Council?
A few. Divine Victoria needs a new tailor for one. Cassandra in a flowy dress just seems wrong. And that hat does her no favors. As for this whole Exalted Council business, well... I warned you once that no one would thank you for saving the world. Sadly, I'm always right. So long as the Inquisition's around to remind them they're not really in charge, they'll never sleep comfortably. Whether they have the guts to take action, I suppose we'll see.
Another time.
I look forward to it.
Oh, Dorian, you are so awesome. Okay, I think that's everybody besides Josephine. I think it was. I don't believe anyone's up here that we can actually talk to, but there are some stuff up here. Let's take a look. Okay, I guess you can't talk to the ambassadors or anything. Well, the next hidden treasure is right here. So we're going to grab that real quick, and we have one more to get, and we're done. Which is kind of surprising, because since there's only 5 of those, I believe you only get +5 cutting, or you might only get +4 cunning, which is really strange because all the other ones will give you +10 attributes. This one does not for some reason. I don't really get it. Well, the final one's going to be right up here, and we're going to grab it real quick, and we will be done with that. I think it's in the corner. Here it is. And there we go. We got +1 cunning, and that is how you get the schematic Encore, which is an amazing schematic, amazing weapon. I use it on all my mages just because of the buff you can get, and it just does a lot of really cool stuff. Okay, let's talk to Josephine.
I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any earringing should go away in a day or two.
Okay, I guess we cannot actually talk to her, so that's whatever. Okay guys, well, I'm gonna end this episode here. In our next episode, we'll continue with the DLC. So I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, will you please like the video for me? Be sure to subscribe, and I really do hope that everyone has a very nice day, and peace out.